Oh boy. Okay, we got a doozy of a situation here going on in Faye. So I logged into the game this morning and I had this notification right here, which was kind of baffling to me when I read what this had to say. So we're going to go ahead and go over this, and then we're going to divulge into what is actually going on. So, notification from Nintendo. Thank you for playing Fire Emblem Heroes. For operational purposes, we will make the following changes related to in-game content. Illustration art for Tiki, Beachside Scion, and May Bundle of Energy will be changed. Summoning event, Special Heroes Revival, A Sketchy Summer, originally scheduled for 7/26/2025 at 2 a.m. to 8/5/25 at 1:59 a.m. will be canceled. We appreciate your understanding and hope you continue to enjoy playing Fire Emblem Heroes. Now, of course, when I saw this notification, they've done artwork changes before. Like, we've seen this in some of the update notifications where at the bottom, you know how they'll do those, can you spot the difference with the side-by-side images, and like the difference will be so negligible that you won't even really be able to tell unless you superimposed one image onto the other. So, like, those, they do those quite often. This, on the other hand, seems like a completely different thing. Now, I went ahead and I double-checked the artwork for the two characters in question. At first, I actually thought this was the other Summer Tiki. Not the baby one, but the adult one, who we can pull up over here. Yeah, so originally, when I read the in-game notification, I thought they were talking about this Tiki. Because you may notice she's got 3 melons there. So I was thinking, oh, they're probably just going to reduce the size of her chest. And I also thought the same about this May. Like, if you look at the size of her chest, it's a lot bigger than it was in Shadows of Valentia. So I'm thinking, oh, they're probably going to change these artworks because of that reason. So originally, I thought it was this Tiki. It's actually not that Tiki. It's actually this Summer Tiki. So, I spent a good 5 minutes in-game trying to figure out, like, what was actually the issue with this artwork, like, why they had to change this. And, I mean, there's nothing here that seems inappropriate, at least from what I can tell, for either of these characters, with the exception of May's rack being a little too big for, like, her actual artwork from Shadows of Valentia was not this size. But we've seen that before, too. We've seen, like, Winter Hortensia. So, I was just not sure what was going on. So, I had to do a little bit of digging, and here we go. So, this is what's actually happening. So, 3 weeks ago on GameFAQs, Blaster posted this. Random as hell news while surfing Reddit. Most probably know Gao, who is the artist for this May and this Tiki. So, Gao as a VTuber, artist Minato Aqua and Yuki Sakuna, but apparently did 2 character arts for Faye as well. Okay, so, I mean, this is apparently what's going on with the artist here. So, he's on, well, I was going to say he's on PDF Watch, but no, he actually is a PDF file. So, not good. Obviously, not a good look, and I guess that's the reason why this is happening, is because Faye no longer wants to be associated with this artist, so they're just going to completely redo the artworks for these 2 characters. And I guess that means this banner is permanently gone. The summer banner that featured this Summer Tiki over here. Because, like, what are they going to do? Like, they're going to change the art for her, and then they're going to change the art for the banner retroactively just to rerun an old summer banner like that? It's hard to say, but, like, this is the first time something like this has ever happened, where a banner has actually just been removed completely. So, very interesting. Now, I'm not going to go into detail here. Obviously, what this guy did was pretty bad. He's also got a wife and kids, too. So, like, not cool. Not cool at all. So, they are taking actions, of course. We can just quickly skim through what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, this was originally posted because they found out about this, what was it, 3 weeks ago, like I said. But then Faye only made this announcement today about this. So, just saw that. I got the backlash. I guess the backlash is big enough that even Insys and Nintendo is forced to take action and change the artwork for May and Summer Tiki. Yeah, so I mean, this was not the news I was expecting to wake up to this morning, but I mean, there you go. And then there's also a post about it on the subreddit, which I guess we can take a look at some reactions over here. All right, yeah, canceling the banner is crazy. Is that the first time it's ever happened? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Not even a plan to release it at a later date. It's just gone. Yeah, that's so weird. Like, if you've managed to plus 10 this summer, Tiki, she's probably about to just become the rarest unit in the game now. So people that have her at plus 10, you kind of have, like, this really secret rare character now. Because if they're not going to do her banner ever again, then how are you supposed to get copies of her? Well, I guess they're going to change the artwork and bring her back eventually, but very interesting. And then May as well. Well, at this point, I'm sure people have many copies of this May. I might even have her at plus 10, if I'm not mistaken, because at the time she got her refine, it was pretty interesting. I believe they gave her attack and speed link on her weapon refine, and then you could easily give her defense and res link from the... Which one of the Tempest Trial prize units came with that? I think it was Cynthia. And I gave that to May, and then she would just use an assist and then give max stat bonuses to whoever she used the assist on. So this May was actually a pretty fun character at that time. But yeah, she's not that hard to get, but this Tiki will probably become one of the rarest units in the game now. Okay, we checked out that, and then, yeah, let's see here. Rip to anyone who wanted to get summon or get merges for Summer Lindy, Takumi, Camilla. Yeah, oh, wow, the Summer Camilla is on that banner, too. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, because she's got a nice artwork. Ooh, yeah, that ruins it for the whole banner then, right? Like, Tiki, Camilla, Takumi, and Lindy, all those Summer alts are now going to be very rare. Presumably, at least until whatever they decide to do with the banner. I wonder if they plan to rerun it once the new art is finished and just haven't announced that since they can't guarantee anything yet. Personally, I think that's likely. Companies usually don't like making promises they could be held liable for obvious reasons. Yeah, I always like the single summon, get a chance at something, focus on Tiki or Lindy for me. Or those who wanted to get their first copy of those units. I played Fae for a long time, and I don't think anything like this has ever happened. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, day one player here. Yep, this is the first. Now, we actually have had some artist mishaps in the past before where some of the artists for certain characters, like, for example, Baby Lucina. Well, I call her Baby Lucina, but the Resplendent Lucina that got the babyfied artwork. There was a massive outrage about that, and I remember when she first dropped, people were attacking the artist on Twitter and sending, like, death threats and all of the disgusting things that the Twitter brigade tend to do. Now, I don't know if that artist is accused of any of this. Obviously not, but, like, I mean, it's not the first time where an artist has come under fire, but this is, like, actually warranted. So this I think is fine, but, like, when they attack artists who do something else, like, for example, Brave Tiki, I think. What was it, Brave Tiki? Who had the basically young Tiki as her outfit. We can pull up that Tiki. Or actually, we could just go right here. Because she should be over here, yeah, right here. Yeah, so, like, when this Tiki came out and her artwork was basically just adult Tiki wearing young Tiki's clothes, this artist also got attacked over this, and this is not the artist's fault. This is... Insys basically told them what to draw. Like, he was commissioned to draw this, and he did as instructed. Peneko R. Did exactly as instructed, and he came under fire for that. Like, come on, that's not fair. Yeah, we've had a couple of slight tweaks to artworks before, like Rebecca's bowstring being added, removed, and added back. But yeah, we've never seen old art outright replaced. I wonder if they're going to try to replicate the old style or do something completely different. Yeah, it would be interesting. Does May have a... I guess May doesn't have a Resplendent art yet. That would probably be a great time to get on that. Like, just make a Resplendent alt for this character and just replace the original art so everyone's got a new artwork for her to use. Maybe not as easy to do with this Tiki, although they certainly could. Have we gotten any Resplendent alts for seasonal characters yet? I don't think we have. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten a seasonal resplendent artwork yet. So, yeah, that could be interesting. That could be one way that they fix it. And then just give all players a free copy of the resplendent alts for this Tiki and this May. And that would be like one way they could avoid having to use the old original artworks for them. Yeah, I mentioned this before too. Like the spot the differences in the update notifications. They typically do artwork fixes in there, but they're for very minor and superficial things. Yeah, this is the first time we caught an artist who did something very bad. Having the banner named Sketchy Summer doesn't help you. Yeah, that's what a very ironic name for that banner. Yeah, so pretty much everyone is in shock. And as was I, obviously, as I saw this in the notification this morning. I was like, what the hell is going on? So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on all this in the comment section down below. Very unfortunate and also very disappointing that this artist stooped to such lows. But what are you going to do, man? Life goes on. So, that's all for this one. And I will catch y'all again on the flip side.